Welcome to Chess Master. Today we are going to analyze a thrilling Grandmaster chess game that will take you on a wild ride. So, are you ready, chess aficionados? Let us start this amazing journey together. White opens with e4. Black counters with f4. White develops knight to f3. Black mirrors with knight to f3. White pushes pawn to d4. Black captures with e5. White develops knight to d4. Black responds with knight to c3. White attacks black's pawn with knight to c3. Black supports with pawn to d4. White moves knight to b5. Black responds with pawn to e3. White develops bishop to g5. Black moves pawn to h3. White moves knight to a3. Black responds with pawn to g4. White moves knight to d5. Black develops bishop to d2. White moves bishop to f6. Black captures with pawn to c3. We have played 10 moves now. Let us go ahead. White supports with pawn to c4. Black develops rook to g1. White expands with pawn to b5. Black counters with queen to h4. White develops queen to d2, but black captures with queen to e7. White recaptures with king to d2. Black responds with knight to e5. White captures black's pawn with pawn to a6. Black captures back with bishop to h3. White captures black's bishop with bishop to a6. Black pushes pawn to c4. White supports with pawn to b3. Black develops rook to b1. White moves knight to b5. Black captures with pawn to b5. White moves pawn to g3. Black moves rook to b5, eyeing white's king. White moves knight to d4, but black gives check with pawn to d6. We have played half of the game so far, so good. White captures black's pawn with pawn to e3, but black counter captures white's knight with pawn to e5. White develops rook to e1. Black responds with bishop to b4. White moves rook to c1. Black moves king to c1, eyeing white's rook. White moves rook to c8, but black captures with rook to f1. White recaptures with bishop to c8. Black moves rook to d5, attacking white's bishop. White moves king to d3. Black moves rook to d1, keeping pressure on white. White develops bishop to f5. Black captures with pawn to d6. White captures with bishop to h6. Black moves rook to d4, still attacking. White moves bishop to e4. Black responds with pawn to d7. White captures black's pawn with rook to e2. Black moves bishop to e1, eyeing white's king. Now the game is going to be very much interesting. Alright, let's go into the next moves. White pushes pawn to h4. Black captures with bishop to a5. White recaptures with pawn to h4. Black moves rook to a4, attacking white's pawn. White moves knight to e6. Black captures white's pawn with rook to a5. White develops bishop to d5, black gives check with rook to a6. White moves king to d2, black moves rook to a3, keeping pressure on white. White moves knight to e7, black moves king to b2, getting out of check. White gives check with rook to g2, black protects king with rook to b3. White captures with rook to g6, but black captures back with king to b3. White moves pawn to a4, black moves king to c4, eyeing white's pawn. White moves pawn to a5, black moves king to b4, preparing next move. So, we are now in the final 8 thrilling moves that will leave you speechless. White advances pawn to a6. Black moves king to a4, trying to escape. White pushes pawn to a7. Black moves king to b4, still trying to get away. White promotes pawn to queen with pawn to a8. Black moves king to c5, but it is getting tight. White captures with bishop to f7. Black moves king to b6, trying to survive. White checks with queen to g8. Black moves king to c6, barely escaping. White moves queen to g5. Black moves king to c7, still in trouble. White moves bishop to d5. Black moves king to c8, running out of space. White delivers checkmate with queen to g2. Black is now completely trapped and the game is over. Thanks for watching, chess lovers. If you learned something new today, be sure to like and subscribe for more chess content.